Hello, all you YouTubers. Here is my state of the watch collection video. I'm gonna be doing a lot of different angles, so you're gonna see me just turning it around. I'm using my phone to do this video. Right now, I'm wearing my Aragon watch. I love it. I love it. It's really, really smooth. It's really nice. It has a Seiko movement. Very well built. Can't have nothing to really say about this watch. Even in the night, has great lume, and yeah, it's just amazing. So I'm going to go real quick with my watch collection. I have about 41 watches, 24 in this case, 12 in that case, and I got a few watches here, so 41 in total, okay? I'm not going to go through every model. I'm just going to go real quick, and while I'm going through it, I'll explain to you why I love collecting watches, okay? So my state of watch collection is pretty straightforward. I turned it like I told you, so I'm not trying to give anyone a headache, but these are tactical watches. I love this one because it has like a motorcycle band, and I like that. These are my steel watches. I call them G-Shock Steel, just because there's steel here, like metal. Love these watches. These are my solar power watches. Love it. This is like a nice old school. I love it. That's my Rangeman. I love this watch. It's really nice. I like the negative display, the light. It's really good. Compass and tall. This is my Mudman watch. I love it very, very much. I love that. It's a military watch. This is another watch I love. It's a survival watch, a nice Mudmaster. These are the classic nostalgic G-Shock watches. Most collectors know about this watch. Don't have to go through it. If you're a collector of watches, it's a must-have. Even some people who own Rolexes have to have a watch. This as well. This is a nice solar powered watch. These are my, I call them my bling watches, the gold, the rose gold. This is another tactical watch. This is a nice watch too. It's big, it's nice, light, G-Shock, yeah, as well, solar powered. These are just some simple sleeper watches. I love this one too. It's a very sleeper watch. Sleeper watch basically means like people that just overlook it but don't realize the value of it. This is a rescue watch. Really love it. Wish it was solar powered, but I love it. Just love the color representation. This is my watch that one of my best friends gave me. Um, Beautiful watch. Like I consider it like a construction watch. This is a nice watch too. Very small. Love the presence of it and the military background. This is my military watch when I feel like just getting serious, down to business, no nonsense. I wear it. Now these watches are considered beater watches to a lot of people, and they are. But I wear them with pride, and I'm very careful with them, and I treat them like all my other watches. So now that I showed you that, I'm gonna move that back. I'm gonna go real quickly into this. All right, these are the watches that I wear on special occasions. This is a very important watch to me. This is the watch I wore when I got married. So I really love this watch. It's a nice dial, very, very nice. It's a Nixon watch. I like the pink dial. It's beautiful. It's just a wonderful watch to wear. Right, this is my Belova watch. I love it very, very much. No particular order. I put my watches in different orders all the time. Sometimes I let it stay with the Seikos. I put the Belovas together, and the Casios go together. But I love this watch. It's Belova. It's Swarovski crystal, not real diamond. Don't really care about diamond. Just love this watch. I pop out the crown to save the battery life. I don't really wear these watches all the time, but I love them. On a special occasion, I'll wear that. This is my Joe Rodeo watch. I got a really good deal on it. Very good watch. Three of the diamonds came out because I broke by accident, so I just got cubic zirconias in them. Got it fixed. Went to my watch guy. Actually, I have two watch guys I go to, but I went to one of my watch guys, and he was able to fix this for a reasonable price. I love this watch. Don't wear it very often, but it does used to get a lot of wrist time. Now, not as much, but I will wear it in the future for sure. This watch I really love. It's my only other automatic watch. It moves with the wrist, like just moving around. This one, it doesn't have a winding ability, so when you pop it out, you can't wind it. So you have to move it, and then it'll move on its own. Like as you see right now, it's moving, but it's the wrong time and the wrong date. It's a Seiko watch, very subtle. It has gold, gold accents on it. It's a beautiful case, nice. This is my solar powered watch. I love it, Casio Edelweiss. It reminds me of the oak. It's a really nice watch. To me, this is very nice. This is my other Seiko watch, beautiful watch. It's pretty much quartz movement. It requires a battery, but I love it. This one I discussed before. It's my Belova. This is my big boy watch. Very nice. Love it very, very much. Very well built. Just like my Aragon watch here, that's very well built, which I'm just loving. This is my Belova watch. It's a Marine Star. Love it really, really much. It's an IP plating, rose gold. I don't wear this very often. Got a great deal on it. Bulova is so good. It's such a good watch company. It's owned by Citizen here. Citizen watch here. It's diamond. It's eco drive, means it gets charged by the light. It's kind of like a solar watch. This watch is supposed to last you for a lifetime. It's beautiful, well quality, well built. Just love it. Very nice clasp at the back. Very, very nice watch. I will review this watch more in detail another time if I feel like. If I don't, it's all good. Life is busy. Can't promise you that I will do it for sure, but I'll try. This is a Seiko watch. Very nice watch. Love it. Very small, but very nice. I like the big boys, like the watches that are bigger, but I do like the smaller ones, as the one I just showed you here, the Belova. I don't mind it, right? The smaller size, right? Or even this one here. It depends on the occasion, and that's how I wear my watches, right? These are classic watches. This is another Solar Casio. As you can tell, Casio is probably my favorite brand, one of my favorite brands. But I don't knock on other brands too. Like I said, I love the Belova, I love the Citizen, and I love the Joe Rodeo. This is more like a hip hop watch. A lot of hip hop celebrities back in the day wear this watch. It's good. It does what it needs to do. If you're making that statement that you want to make. This is a Diro watch, Casio Diro. This is a very good watch. It's a diver watch. I believe it may be 100 meters, but it's a really good watch. It has a nice bezel. It's like a nice bezel. It rotates and everything. It's a very good watch. It's a very good watch for the value. Bill Gates wears this watch, believe it or not. So that just shows you can have a lot of money and still, wear a watch that isn't very expensive. It's inexpensive. I never will say the word cheap. I'll say inexpensive or affordable, because these watches for sure are not cheap. Now, this is a watch that most people either love or hate, and this type of brand, but they've been around for a very long time. So I believe since even the 1800s. And this is an Invicta. I love this watch. You'll see this in Amazon for like 135. Sometimes it goes to 150. It all depends, right? It's all relative, but I love this Invicta watch. It's very nice. It's very chunky. It's very well built. The band is very nice indeed. And this is another watch that is really, really nice. I love it very, very much. It also, I'll discuss this more in detail if I feel like it. Like I said, when it came to the Citizen, if I do some other watch reviews, but I really love this watch. It's really nice. I love the way it just looks and how it feels. It's a really nice watch. Then this watch is really nice too. It's another Invicta. I love it. It's decent. Actually, it's more than decent. I just love this watch. I love the color display. Like, I just love how it looks. I had to change the band because it broke metal. But it's a really nice watch. And this, last and not least, is one of my favorite watches. And it's very, very inexpensive. But it's the Casino Royale. That's what they call it. And it's basically, it duplicates like the watch that was in one of the James Bond movies. And I can't remember at the moment, so please don't get upset, but watch collectors know what I'm talking about. So it's a Casino Royale. So this is the state of my watch collection. I have 41 watches here, and just having a little bit of coffee. But these are the watches that I wanted to show. I have some other watches, but they're more like fashion watches, like the Michael Kors and the Fossil. Fossil has its place in history, as a lot of people wear watches because of Fossil, right? Michael Kors is a fashion watch. Yeah, a lot of people don't like it, but I got it as a gift. So to me, it's sentimental, right? Um, I was gonna talk about this because I said I would talk about this in the other video, but there's a lot of people who'll say, this watch, for example, Invicta, they're trash, they're too big, they're too chunky, they're too out of the box. Okay, that's cool. You have a right to have your own opinion. But when you start to go on and people say this in the community, some people, and a lot of Invicta fans will say, not even a lot of, but like some, let me rephrase it, will say those are people are watch snobs. And I am not going to say they are or they're not, but they know, but I'll say this. Anyone who tells you you shouldn't wear this watch because it's ugly or doesn't look good, again, that's personal taste. You know what I mean? You wear what you want to wear. You should wear it with pride, and you shouldn't have people, telling you how to wear a watch and how to dress or how to look. Everybody has their own style, their own taste. So a lot of people might like the watch I wear. A lot of people might like the shoes I wear. A lot of people might like the clothes I wear, and there might be a few people that don't. A lot of people might not like. I'm a hat collector too. One of these days, I'll show you my some of my hat collection, and a lot of people don't even like the hats I wear, and a lot of people do. You know, I'm also gonna show you my jewelry collection, like some of my chains. You know, I got a few rings. I used to be a gold guy, but now I toned it down to like basically being a silver guy. I wear a lot of sterling silver. I have two gold rings, actually three, my wedding ring as well. But I plan on even getting a nice gold chain. I'm going to do a review on that, and I'm planning on getting maybe one that's maybe a few $1,000s or whatever when the time is right. But wear what you want to wear. Do what you want to do, and that's what my state of watch collection is about. I got into this hobby because my wife, she basically got me an Adidas watch, and then from there, we went on a trip, and I got a Fossil watch from her, and it was engraved for 2016 trip that we went on, and it means something to me. These watches that I have, they bring out memories. And I'm gonna pass this on to my young one. People say, well, guess what? These watches won't hold its value. It's going to depreciate in value. Well, I don't know any G-Shock that depreciates in value, right? As in for the wearer, right? Yeah, I might get some bumps and bruises, but I know people who have Rolexes and stuff like that, and they still rock a G-Shock, and they even pass it on to their kids. You know what I mean? And you see that in other YouTube videos where people discuss that. Oh, I have a Rolex, but my dad gave me this cool G-Shock or whatever. I've seen videos on that. And my point is this: if somebody tells you you need to wear a Rolex, you need to have a Patek, or you need to have a Hublot or whatever, or if somebody says, oh, Hublot is gross, or Belova is not good, or Invicta sucks, or whatever. Even saying the great Rolex that everybody admires and looks up to says is crap, or even somebody saying an Omega is crap. Like, why? Why are you gonna say that to somebody? Just because you're not into it doesn't mean that another person can't be into it. Even if you don't like the Guess watch or the Michael Kors or the Diesel, because these are more like fashion watches. Love what you love. Don't hate on people because they like certain things. Now, some people might say, well, why don't you save up for a Holy Grail? Okay, a Holy Grail watch is considered a luxury watch. It's considered a watch that is about 2,000 or more plus US dollars. But to be honest with you and to be frank with you, these watches to me can be luxury. And at the same time, who says I'm not gonna get a Holy Grail? Who's not saying that I'm not gonna have these watches and then have something that just, okay, I'll save up for it. Maybe I'll get a Tudor. Maybe I'll get an Oris. Those are considered luxury watches, but they're not on the high end tip as like a Rolex, or as like maybe an Omega. But an Oris and a Tudor are very. If you use my watch collection, I could easily have gotten an Oris and a Tudor. I could have probably got two of them with the amount of money I spent, or I could have gotten a nice Rolex and maybe an Oris if I sold all my watches and my jewelry, right? No, because I know these watches don't hold serious investments like a Rolex would. But I don't wear watches to trade in. I look at it as a watch as an investment, while some people do. So you do what you want to do, and I'll do what I want to do. So I don't want to go off on that, but I just want to say that's the dark side of watch collecting and being a watch collector, is that people will try to criticize your taste. But I don't look at watches as investments again. If you want to invest in getting a gold bar, stuff like that. Invest in, other things. Get into real estate. But watches are not, to me, a good investment, because even if a Rolex is going to increase in value, like the Hulk, for example, that type of Rolex, or a Datejust, you're always taking the risk that, one, servicing is going to be hella expensive. Every 3 to 5 years, you have to service the watch because because you just have to. And even then, like, at the end of the day, you can lose. And even if you do gain, okay, you gained. So what? The watches, people that know anything about investments, that really understand investments, know that watches are not the best investment. Okay? That's how I look at it. Some people might disagree with me, and to each your own. But at the end of the day, this is my state of the watch collection. I plan on getting some nicer, not nicer watches, but getting more watches that I enjoy. And I am going to plan on getting a luxury watch one of these days, but it's probably going to be more like a lower end luxury watch, like an Oris or a Tudor, when the time is right. Maybe a Rolex when I retire from work. But either way, thank you for watching my state of watch collection. This was a very brief review. It was very fast. And, let me know what your favorite watches are, or, if what you're saving up for a holy grail. But in my opinion, all of these watches have their place in my collection. And to be frank with you, if you want to really go with a holy grail is to me, it's pretty much this, even this Bulova Precisionist. I would consider a holy grail. It was very expensive. And I would also consider my Citizen diamond watch here is pretty expensive, right? This retail about 825, and the Bulova retails about 1,050. Probably now it's lower. So you go to Amazon, it's going to be like 644 plus tax. You're looking at 700 and change. I didn't get it for that amount, but you can go to a jewelry store. Mark my word, in the States or in Canada, and you'll probably be paying about over $600. So to me, that is expensive, right? This is expensive, and I would consider this more entry. If it's like more higher end, so it wouldn't necessarily be a luxury, but it's a higher end watch. Like, and watch collectors know what I mean. But to those two, I would consider them my luxury watches. Anyways, take care and all the best for 2022. And thank you for listening to my State of Watch collection and my little bit of a rant that I went on. Take care and all the best. And oh yeah, if you're a watch collector or if you're getting into watches, don't let anyone discourage you. Get what you like. You will learn. You will learn that, okay, if I get a fashion watch, it's going to probably have a crappy movement. Maybe I should go the route of getting like a Seiko. Maybe I should go the route of getting maybe an Oris or a Tudor if you have that amount of money that you want to spend on, or a Rolex. Or you go the route of getting like a Hamilton watch, or getting, a watch that you like, maybe like a Bulova, or even an Invicta, like I said. Invicta, I started out with that too, right? I started out with the Adidas, the Fossil, then I went to Invicta. And I love Invicta for getting me into watches, and I still think Invicta has well-built watches that are very affordable and that are really, really good. And some of their watches are quite expensive, and I know that their market price is high, and I know that's not good. But it's all good. Love what you love. Take care. Peace.